What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here, and welcome into episode 0 of my Sydney Swans AFL Evolution Coach Career Mode. Now, I put a straw poll, I think I did a video about a week ago, asking you guys which team you would like me to see in this coach career, and I think well, actually, I don't think. The Swans got there narrowly over the Collingwood Magpies, I believe they're called. So that is who we're going to go with. Today, essentially, we're just setting up. We're going to delete this one because that's one I did just before, but I did make my name wrong. So 5 coach selections, which is quite cool. Means we could possibly look at doing another team if this series is successful, if it's not successful. But anyway, we are going to go in and basically just set up. So this is episode 0. It's the starting up thing. And I'm going to look to try and do basically one episode as one game. So I'm going to probably alter the quarters a little bit. Probably do 2.5 minute quarters. Just to keep it nice and short, sharp and sweet. And that way we can go and basically do a game per episode. If that's not really working out, I may go to 5-minute quarters and then look at going and editing a little bit out. But anyway, we are going to go through the teams quickly, and this will show you my lack of AFL knowledge. Now, I'm a New Zealander. New Zealand doesn't know much about AFL. I've got a couple of friends who know a bit about it, and obviously I've got my Aussie mates that always go on about how great AFL is, mainly guys that come from Melbourne, because that's where the game hugely is based. But I'm going to go through. I know a little bit about the rules. I know you get 6 points for a goal, 1 point for a behind, and yeah, I don't really know anything else about the handballs, the disposals, how many players are even on the field at the time. I think it might be 18, but again, I could be wrong. So anyway, Adelaide Crows, I think they've started off the season pretty well. The Brisbane Lions, who obviously Twisty is doing his coach career mode with. If you haven't gone and checked out Twisty's video, I'll leave a link down below. But I'm sure you have. If you're watching my video, I'm sure you've watched Twisty's. I think he actually took the Lions to the grand final in his second season. So it shows you how well he is doing and how good he is at the game. Be interesting to see how I go. Carlton, who I don't know a whole lot about. Collingwood, who I said they were the second team that we possibly could have gone and been. I think they only lost out by about 2 votes, so it was very, very close there. Essendon, who I don't know much about. I think they have played a couple of games in Auckland. Possibly, I could be wrong, but the name does ring a bell. The Fremantle Dockers, who I'm guessing are based out of Western Australia. The only reason I know that is because whenever I watch a game that's at the Wacker, they always talk about the Fremantle Doctor, and the Fremantle Doctor is the win. So I'm assuming that's where they're from. Geelong Cats, Tom Groves, huge fan of these guys. Pretty successful club as well. Gold Coast Suns, don't know a whole lot about them. The GWS Giants, who I believe are the front runners at the moment. A lot of people are picking them to be their premier winners this year at the end of the regular season. Then we've got the Hawthorn Hawks, obviously very successful as well. Not having the greatest of seasons this year. And I do have a few friends that do support them as well. Trigg, Jared Groves, and I'm trying to think of some other, but I think that's all. Melbourne, who I know basically nothing about. Obviously, they're based in Melbourne. North Melbourne Kangaroos, who are obviously based in North Melbourne. That just makes sense. Port Adelaide, based out of Adelaide. Richmond Tigers, who is Twisty's team that he actually supports. And I did read somewhere that I'm pretty sure Richmond have the highest average attendance this season so far. I think they're averaging over 50,000 people per game. So that is very, very good for that there. St Kilda, the Saints. Then we've got the Sydney Swans, obviously, who we have picked. They're going to be our side. We'll get back to them in just a quick wee second. The West Coast Eagles, I was going to say the West Coast Suns, but the West Coast Eagles, obviously based out of, well, I'm guessing they're based out of Western Australia as well. The Western Bulldogs, who I believe won the premiership. They won the whole thing last year. I'm just trying to... I can't remember who they beat in the final. I can't quite remember. And then back to the Adelaide Crows. So it is the Sydney Swans that we are going to select. So we're going to jump into that there. And as I did talk about earlier, obviously, we'll start off with 2.5 minute quarters. I think if that's not long enough, we may go to 5 minutes and look at editing. But I really want to try and do one game per episode, per video, and I think we can go and get that done and possibly do a couple of games each week. Management, I have no idea what that is. Gameplay, we're going to chuck that on easy, just due to the fact that, well, I've had this game for over 2 months. I've had it basically since I went to Australia, which I think Abby was about 8 weeks old. So 2 months. She's now 4 months old. So I've had it for 2 months, and I haven't even played a single game yet. So episode 1, I think, could be very funny and very hilarious to watch. The team lineup will go auto because, again, I have no idea how many people are even in a side. I think you possibly have 18 on the field at a time. I have no idea about positions and stuff like that. And I actually stuffed up last time. This is the second time recording this video because I did new coach as my name. So we are going to chuck ourselves in as the coach, head into the main menu screen, and then we will basically go from there. So chuck that in. That's all done. And we will basically just wait and see what we get now. So we are saving at the moment. And as you can see, our first match is going to be against the North Melbourne Kangaroos. So we've got some match objectives. Alright, so this counts as your XP, which I think is the same for most Wicked Witch games where you do certain tasks, and obviously it does level up your level down the bottom. Obviously we're level 1 because we have basically done nothing. And yeah, these look pretty good. Take marks in open spaces, dribble goals, kicks, contested marks, behinds, hip and shoulders. So pretty easy. Those are the season objectives. And as we head in here, we can look at manage the team lineup, training. Oh my god. Okay, I have no idea what to do with training. So if anyone does want to help me with that, let me know down below in the comments because I basically have no idea what I'm doing. Injuries, team lineup. The only player I know from the Sydney Swans, where is he? Where is he? He plays as a forward, I think. Yeah, Buddy Franklin. Buddy Franklin is basically the only player that I know. So I have no idea, again, what the positions are. I think RM is actually ruckman, right wing, left wing, so that's all right. RO or double R, I think, is rover, and I'm guessing these are just all your defenders, your fullback, your forward, your right forward. I have no idea. Anyway, we're not even going to go and try and get into too much of that. You got the tribunal, which I'm guessing is for a lot of other stuff, a lot of bad stuff, I guess you would say, and obviously the injuries. The office is where we have the inbox. We've got the staff. I have no idea what you do with the staff. Okay, so you can basically use your balance, and that is going to go and help yourself out. So that's going to bring the injured players back. Obviously, defense is going to put the defense up, and the scouts is going to allow you to pick extra players. Finances, which we have a little bit off. Why would you have discounted? Alright, we're going to have discounted anyway, because that's just what it's gone. That's what it's at. Our popularity is only 50%, so we've got to raise that back up. Come on, Sydney, you're better than that. Then we have the schedules and the settings. Career history and stats. Awesome. Okay, so as we can see, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Because we haven't played a game yet, as this is episode 0. We've got some stats. Pre-season fixtures, which will be good. We actually have that game against North Melbourne is just a pre-season game. Or is it? Round 1. I don't know. I think it is just a pre-season game. I hope it is. Yeah, so there's 4 rounds. 4 rounds of pre-season, which is good, because we are definitely going to need that. As we have not played a single game yet. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. Remember, if you are looking forward to episode 1, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. If we can get 100 likes, we will do episode 1 on Tuesday. If not, it will be later on in the week. Again, if you are new, please do subscribe if you've come over from any of the other AFL YouTubers' pages. Thank you very much. Obviously, thank them for linking me down below and getting you over here. I'm going to wrap things up here. Going to go grab myself a bit of... I think I've got some L&P biscuits in the fridge, actually. Grab some of that. Grab some... I was going to say lemon and pyro, but we don't have any of that. Grab myself some orange juice. Until next time, ka kite anoa. See you soon.